Hey guys, this is Ars from Giants PS3 and this is episode 9 of season 3 of our FIFA 12 Sunderland Manager Mode commentary. So first off, I just want to apologise for how long this video has taken to come out. I did have my exams last week, however I have now completed them, so that's all good. And also guys, I have a bit of a sore throat really, so if I cough throughout the video, I do apologise and all that. But anyway, moving on to the fixture list, and we do have a match against Liverpool, Leeds United and Chelsea and Aston Villa, so quite a lot of potential hard matches this episode. But moving on to the Barclays Premier League table, and we are in 3rd place with 24 points, but we do have a game in hand over Manchester City, so hopefully we can overtake them into 2nd place. So moving on to the squad report, quite a lot of people have wanted to see the squad report, and a lot of players have made quite a little bit of progress actually, but nothing too great. A few players of note who have made a lot of progress are Courtois, Nathaniel Klein, Bolson has made a little bit of progress himself. Sebastian Larsson and Sessegnon aren't really going to be making much progress as they are quite old. James Milner has slightly improved. Shaqiri has only actually increased his sprint speed, which is quite disappointing really. Romelu Lukaku has made a lot of progress actually, I'm quite happy for him. Simon Mignolet has made a little bit of progress. Fernandinho has also made a little bit of progress as well, and the rest of them haven't really improved on much whatsoever. So anyway, moving on to goal of the episode for last episode, and that is the Sessegnon goal, which against West Bromwich Albion, and it was quite a nice goal in fairness, so thank you guys for leaving a comment. And also Davin N'Gog is feeling pretty good and wants to start the next match against his former club actually, against Liverpool. So moving on to our first match against Liverpool, and I am going to start Davin N'Gog up front alongside Lukaku, as Davin N'Gog has actually been in a really great run of form, and he does play through Lukaku, and he has a shot pretty well saved by Pepe Reina. Quite unfortunate, but we do definitely need to get some sort of result here, as 3 points at Liverpool would be a great result and really would propel us into getting that top 4 spot. So Steven Gerrard had a shot there. It was pretty comfortable for Courtois in all honesty, nothing really troubling him. But Davin N'Gog in the 24th minute does make it 1-0 against his former club. A great finish there, but look at that skill there, just turning, I think it was Jamie Carragher, inside out, and that was a great bit of skill and a great finish from Davin N'Gog. Liverpool did attempt to threaten again, but our defence was holding quite strong until the stroke of half-time. Andy Carroll threw on goal. I wasn't sure whether to tackle or to mark the other player. In the end, Andy Carroll just smashes it past Courtois. Nothing he can really do about that in all honesty. A great finish by Andy Carroll, if I am honest. But at half-time it was Liverpool 1, Sunderland 1, so I'm quite disappointed to be drawing level, having actually absolutely dominated the first half, but straight off the bat really, and into the second half, Davin N'Gog scores another goal to put us 2-1 up. It was quite a bit lucky, to be honest. Took a deflection off the Liverpool defender, and Davin N'Gog got quite lucky, but then instantly, David Camp, Dirkite makes it 2-2, equalises for Liverpool. Great finish by him, but Courtois maybe should have done a little bit better. But I do make a few substitutions just to really get back into the match. A few players were running a little bit low on stamina. Cohen has a good shot, hit the post there. That would have been a great strike if it had gone in. Andy Carroll has a shot. That's a pretty awful effort, if I am honest. And Ogbonna does really well here. Kite running through on goal, but Ogbonna is very quick and manages to tackle him. Sessegnon plays through Fernandinho, and one-on-one you would expect him to put that in, but unfortunately just comes off the outside of the post. And at full time it is Liverpool 2, Sunderland 2. So moving on to our second match against Leeds United, and after that quite disappointing draw against Liverpool, we have a home game against Leeds, which in all honesty we should be getting 3 points here, as it is quite an easy match. I mean, no disrespect to Leeds United, but they haven't exactly got the greatest squad, and Sunderland have made great improvements this season through some of my transfer signings, but of course no reason to brag. But in fairness to Leeds, they do actually start off the game really well. They had a pretty good chance there. Courtois was quite beaten in all honesty, but we do have a couple of chances ourselves. Davin N'Gog firing over there, maybe should do a little bit better, maybe should work the keeper, but Courtois is forced into a save there from a Leeds shot. And it actually turned out that in the 40th minute, Leeds take the lead through McCormack. And I was very surprised that Leeds actually took the lead against me. They got quite lucky there. It does come off Courtois straight to the path of McCormack. and at half time it was 1-0 to Leeds. So I decided to bring on Fernandinho for Lukaku because I felt that Lukaku wasn't really having much of an impact on this match, and I wanted to include someone else. Fernandinho hasn't really been on a great run of form recently, but I thought he would do quite well in this match. Sessegnon had 2 attempts on goal there, both times well saved by the keeper, and Leeds literally counter-attacked so quickly, hit the post there, and I was literally throwing everything forward to equalise. And in the 75th minute, yet again, Leeds got a little bit lucky, but they do make it 2-0 through Luciano Becchio. I think his first name is Luciano. We do have a few attempts towards the end. Sessegnon had an attempt there just over the bar. Sessegnon went for another shot, and it does pop out to Fernandinho, who does put it in the back of the net, but it is only a consolation. Too little, too late. And a pretty good goal though by Fernandinho, I must admit. Quite a nice chip, but it is too little too late, as it does end 2-1 to Leeds United. And quite annoyingly, Romelu Lukaku is injured. He's only out for a short period of time though, so hopefully he will be back soon. But it is against his former club Chelsea, so we do move on to our third match of the episode against Chelsea. And instead of playing Lukaku, who is injured, we are playing David Ngog and Fernandinho in the hope that we can get something here, as we've been on a very poor run of form. We drew against Liverpool and we lost to Leeds United, so just had to hope to get something here as we are slowly slipping down the table. So we started off the match really well actually. Fernandinho had a shot, and also David Ngog, but Chelsea had a slight attempt there. Courtois came out quite early though and managed to stop the shot, so it was quite lucky. And honestly, not much else happened in the first half. A couple of tackles here and there, but little else happened. And at half time it was Chelsea 0, Sunderland 0. As I said, not much happened. At half time I did decide to make a substitution to bring on Colback for James Milner. Although he does have the engine trait, his stamina was running a little bit low, and yet again Fernandinho set through on goal, and he just can't seem to score really, in honesty. He did get that late consolation against Leeds, but he can't really score at all really, especially when he's set through on goal. Sessegnon's shot there, and Courtois does really well, and then think of that was Danny Sturridge hits the post. We got quite lucky to keep it level at 0-0, but it didn't last for much longer. In the 61st minute, a trio of ex-Real Madrid players, Angel Di Maria, Ozil and Kaká, combined quite well there, and I think Courtois could have done a little bit better in all honesty. But in the 77th minute, that is given as a penalty. I'm not really sure why, in all honesty. From that angle it looked like a clean tackle. Dede receives a yellow card. From that angle it does, I'm not really too sure in all honesty, but João Mata steps up and makes it 2-0 to Chelsea. Quite unlucky there, Courtois just moved out the way at the last second, and it does end 2-0. No further highlights coming on from that penalty. And moving on to our last match against Aston Villa, and we really need to pick up some points here, as we've just been on a really poor run of form. Lost 2 matches and drew. We just needed 3 points. Luckily enough, it was at home, so we just really need to start off the match pretty well, and we do start off the match really well. Sessegnon putting us 1-0 ahead. A great through ball by Romelu Lukaku, who has actually come back from injury, so it's great to have him back from injury. But Aston Villa could have equalised straight away. Nelson Delfonso threw on goal, and Courtois maybe a bit naively came out. I don't know what Aston Villa were doing there. They could have easily played through Delfonso, but instead wanted to pass it to Andy Johnson, who could only have a shot saved by Courtois. Courtois yet again makes another save, and for this period in the first half, Aston Villa just kept on attacking and attacking, had chance after chance. It was only Courtois and their rather poor finishing, but in the end, on the stroke of half time, they do manage to get an equaliser. Fabian Delph with it. And at first I thought that was just a really poor effort from Courtois, but it turned out there was a beautiful finish by Fabian Delph, and at half time it was 1-1. I'm getting all mixed up now, but we do manage to go 2-1 ahead. Another quite good goal there. It was all about Romelu Lukaku's pass in all honesty, and David Ngog was in the right place at the right time, and we do almost get a further goal there. Lukaku set through on goal, has a shot, but pretty well saved by Shay Given, I think it is. I wasn't too sure. And Courtois makes a pretty good save here, just catch it, it's all quite comfortable really. I make a substitution because player stamina is running out. James Milner yet again, just to run down the clock a bit. But at full time it is 2-1 to Sunderland, and that was a much needed 3 points. And we are still in the top 4, only 2 points ahead of Chelsea with 28 points, on the same points as Manchester United, so it's still good to be in the top 4. And now for goal of the month. First we have the goal against Liverpool, the David Ngog goal. And it was a pretty nice goal, in all honesty. I quite enjoyed it. It was a really good skill to take it past Jamie Carragher. And also we have the Sessegnon goal against Aston Villa. So please guys leave a comment on which one you think should be goal of the episode or goal of the month, whatever. And also now for player of the month, and I'm pretty sure it should be David Ngog. He scored 3 times. There's not too many others. We didn't actually keep a clean sheet, so it can't really be a goalkeeper or a defender. So anyway guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and if you did, please leave a thumbs up. And yet again, I apologise for my throat. It does make me sound a bit different. So anyway guys, thanks for watching.